Good day, everyone. Welcome to Bird Speaks Tarot. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. Now that that's out of the way, let's see what Bird's got to say today. I did do the overlying energy because by the time I get these out, I don't seem to have a lot of time to flip a lot of cards before losing y'all attention span. Don't worry, mine's the same. No offense at all. So I'm going to pull some charms, though. We have a red circle, so this looks to me, right off the bat, like some sort of contract, some sort of cycle, because it's red. It may have to do with relationships, whether it's a lesson that needs to be learned, or maybe, like, this kind of looks like a ring, actually. Or maybe it's a new love offer, I'm not sure. So what else do we got here? We have, it looks like a rattle or a lollipop. We have a flamingo, which is actually a bird that mates for life. We now have two things. Oh, I wouldn't say two things. I thought that was two sleighs there. Oh, lots of playtime. Two rocking horses, which is funny because I didn't even know there was two in that group. Something about Christmas time or gifts. Something about, we have a high heel and we have alcohol. So we could have it kind of reminds me of the 9 of Cups card. So it could possibly be some sort of overindulgence, whether it's in the ladies of the night or partying in general. So we have a sea star, which is for regeneration, and then we have a regula degula star for healing or inspiration. You got a couple flowers there, which also coincide to me with gifts or healing herbs. Hyacinth, usually healing, and there we go for the ring. So somebody may be trying to start a new cycle with you in love. Not too sure about it. Now, you guys may have children. Or it just could be saying, like, hey, you're two peas in a pod. Could be also a warning of somebody's overindulgence, though. So as we get into it, we will see. All right. Okay, so those may or may not come into play later, but right off the top in the overlying energy, we have dignified strength. So this is a matter of something's going to happen that will require strength, and it will require you to make a decision not to step on somebody else's toes. It could be somewhat of a situation where, like, you run into somebody from the past, maybe, like, your mutual friends you're not friends with anymore, and you don't want to say, like, in a sense, explain by trashing them. Do you know what I mean? Try to take the high road, in a sense. It looks like it does have something to do with your foundation, or the way possibly that you live, because 1 + 3 is 4, card number 13. 13 also happens to be a lucky number. Whatever is coming up in this near future looks to me like is supported by your loved ones. You know, if you have loved ones in heaven, they are watching over you. If you don't have any loved ones in heaven just yet, lucky you for one. But two, you probably have a lot more friends on the other side than you have on this side. That's just, we are part of big groups of soul tribes, and we usually don't incarnate with those tribes on this plane. So you have a big team supporting you in whatever you're doing. Coming up, they want you to know, like, if you're feeling alone, that they are here, they are with you, because some sort of chaos, some sort of storm is on the way, and they do want you to trust that you will be able to navigate this. If, like I said, it feels like you're alone in some sort of cave with your crystals, which is, I'm just sitting around here realizing, like, I feel like I'm in a cave with my crystals. My little basement dwelling self, surrounded by beautiful crystals. This will help you navigate whatever storm may be coming. The answer to the universe is 42. I always like to say, but that does seem like 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 will be surrounded in your area of service. I'm thinking Virgo here. Something's coming where you're going to have to laugh about it. This could be anything from, say, maybe you're waiting for test results. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of news that's been long. This card certainly, though, is suggesting that we need to really not stress about it. Maybe put some crystals under your pillow. I know that always helps me when I'm in, like if I feel like something is looming over me. I actually love, personally, this black obsidian under the pillow. If my heart's feeling full, I like to use the rose quartz for love there. If I find that I'm having a hard time concentrating, I'm going to be using this lapis lazuli. And just to gain clarity, you love to have either a Lumerian crystal or just a regular quartz, right? Very good for clearing the energy. Now, those are all going outside along with every other one that I have around the house. On the 31st, once in a blue moon, also making moon water for healing, so you can leave a jug of moon water outside. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of luck coming your way, you can take a sip of your moon water. Make sure you date it and state what type of moon it is, because it will make a difference. Like if you have a Capricorn moon water, you want to drink that for focus and practicality. Like just say like you're having a hard time going to work. Sometimes that happens, right? Where some days are harder than others to get out the door. Make your coffee or whatever you drink in the morning with your moon water, your Capricorn moon water. So do whatever, and make sure that you're taking advantage of the little things. Something's coming. Something's coming. A lot of times when this kind of reminds me of the Tower card with the lightning there, and I'm not sure if this is Zeus, but we'll call him Zeus. We are getting near forest fire season as well. I'm hoping that you're nowhere near that, but it could be the cause of some stress. I live in an area where it seems to be constantly catching on fires these days, thanks to them spraying glyphosate and all that in the forest, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Out here stealing my sunshine. All right, so, here we go. My last one here. So something's coming up that you're going to need to, kind of comfort yourself. Yesterday in the same spot, oddly enough, was remember your whoopee, which is, suggesting that you want to grab your childhood blankie or stuffy or anything. So a lot of self-nurturing. It seems like your spirit guides are coming in today to give you a heads up, like, hey, somebody could be sending chaos magic towards you, and when I said that, it pinged correct. Yeah. Somebody may be doing a sweetening spell as well. Possibly sending a honey pot your way, because all of a sudden I started remembering a reading that I was doing the other day. You want to stand in this energy, however, loving, nurturing, like you could be a male or female in this energy. You could be a single parent. You, maybe out of dating for a while, but the cow does suggest motherhood, nurturing, It also reminds me of Taurus. So we could be talking about your second house of resources and finances. So somebody may be sending chaos magic towards your resources and finances in your second house, at the same time sending sweetening spells to get this honeypot coming towards you. It seems like something is wrapping up or something is closing up. Honestly, it feels like it's already done, but it kind of feels like some sort of nemesis. This could be an individual or a group. They seem to be wanting to send you, this might not be a honeypot coming your way. It could be a legitimate relationship. I'm always really quick to be on the defense about that, but in the corner of my eye, I did see Sacred Union. So, serendipitous. So I saw also extortion and the letter M. So letter M could be an initial of the first or last name. It could be this person being sent or coming toward you. Sorry, maybe not sent. I can't be guessing all that. Ain't no joke. Somebody's bedridden. Something was serendipitous. Serendipitous. So something happened that was kind of like out of the blue. Like nobody could ever have planned. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's kind of feeling like there was some sort of narrative about you where somebody thought they would never find out because maybe you're nowhere near that area. But somehow, like, you ran into somebody that is just, like, once in a blue moon type of thing. Like, you never thought in a million years, or they never thought in a million years that you'd run into this person. And next thing you know, like, you're getting a hold of information people from your past never thought you would ever get a hold of. Something along those lines. I see neglected, thought they were above the law, and time to go. Tell me about this dignified strength. Actually, you know what? They call them guides. They're more like hunters. What are they hunting? Yeah, so chaos magic being sent towards your foundation, spirit guides are with you. While some chaos is happening, like literally hunker down, grab your blankie, put on your funniest movie, just kind of wither the storm. And, you know, if you are a mom, make sure that you grab like the little one, your little big one, your little ones, whatever that is to you. Who is the main character? Ooh, okay, that came out fast. We have, we have somebody who went within and has certainly found something. Maybe they found the love of their life. Maybe they found the source, I'm hearing. In a good way. Like, was somebody pretending to, like, be you? Do you have a copycat? Okay, and interesting. We have the moon on the other side, so something was hidden. And whoever this Virgo is it could be a Virgo. It could be just somebody who is like a private eye or somebody who looked into a situation rather than taking something at face value. So it seems like somebody was getting away with something for a really long time. I don't know if this was some sort of, like I said, smear campaign, or what did this hermit find? What has been brought into the light that was hidden with the moon? What did the hermit find? I mean, you could be the sun. You could be a Leo. You could be who the source is. I keep hearing source, like you're the source. There's 4 sunflowers there in the background. It's like there is this wall between you and like who you actually are. Like somebody put up some sort of blockade so people couldn't actually see you. But you know, you're this little sun child, whether you're a Leo or not, you're this little happy sun child. You're just full of love, is what I'm getting. Like, I'm just feeling like this person who wants the world to be a better place. Like, it's funny because I'm actually, Michael Jackson just really popped into my head, and not just because of that song, but because Michael on the inside, as we're now finding out, all the rumors about him weren't true. There was a huge smear campaign done on him, another one done on Dave Chappelle, and it turns out these guys are really just, you know, Dave Chappelle did not lose his mind. He just wasn't budging to the industry, and Michael Jackson obviously knew a lot about the industry, that he wanted to basically take on all the kids and keep them safe. And they tried to make him out to be this grosso pedo, right? And so it's like there was some sort of blockade. And now all of a sudden these flowers, like these people in the background, they've somehow gotten above this blockade, and they're able to see who you really are. And you're really someone who stands out, who shines. Somebody sees you. And that's causing a lot of chaos for somebody. You know, you may have dignified strength where, like, if somebody was creating this blockade of who you actually are, you know, the way you've, in a sense, defended yourself wasn't going back and forth with this person being like, well, you're this and you're this, and you know, you didn't do that. You just kind of sat back and let the truth eventually come out. And I know that can feel like you're standing on the mountain alone, right? Maybe you had to be isolated for a long time because of whatever chaos was being sent. Now, I say sent, but at the same time, I feel like this is currently the energy. So, like, this is future or happening now. Like, I honestly feel like it's this weekend. I tend not to do, like, timed readings, but, like, this is coming up. And, you know, whenever you're watching this, if it's 2 years from now, this could be the weekend that's literally coming up. But today is May 28th of 2026, and this seems like something that's happening once in a blue moon. There's, the moon popped into my head with the colors, essentially, of these cards, and then, of course, the moon actually came out. What did this person find? Like, what's been exposed? The Queen of Wands has been exposed. It looks like there's a lot of chaos in the background there, and they're trying to balance out some sort of finances, and funny enough, she's holding a sunflower. It's like she stole your, sorry. You know, this literally could be the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody looked within and saw this Queen of Wands. See, she didn't come out in reverse, but these cards aren't in reverse. I'm still getting, okay, King and Queen of Wands. Damn, there's a lot of people here, actually. She may be the one that either sees you or has exposed. This could be... Well, let's put them down. It looks like the Queen of Wands wants to balance something out with you. People see this Queen of Wands, or they see you as a Queen of Wands, creative, but that's not what I'm getting. Like, why does this feel so yucky? Okay, Bird, you're going to have to clarify this Queen of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Who's this Queen of Wands? Is this a good Queen of Wands, bad Queen of Wands? This is your legacy. So something you've built feels like it was taken, plucked from your garden, and like, you know, it feels like somebody took your throne. It feels like you were supposed to have a position and somebody took your throne. It's like they pretended to be you and has been, like, in a sense, wearing your skin for a really long time. It's like she took a little piece of you. She took one of your flowers over here. Or she's handing it down. Man, this could be like an aunt or something. And I don't know, she's like retiring. Or she was supposed to. And then she was trying to like figure out what she should do. Like, should she give you this flower bag? Should she give it to somebody else in the family? But she's literally wearing your skin. So why wouldn't she... I don't know. She's... like, whoever this Queen of Wands is, she's having a hard time keeping this in balance. Something's gone wrong in her life where it's caused a lot of waves. And it's like she's literally being pushed over onto one foot. And this happens to be... like, he's on a stage. So people are witnessing this. It's like they were confused about something. Maybe about, like, who they actually were. You know, when you're pretending to be somebody else. And it's all over this. Could be inheritance. So, with the sun here... You were handed down some sort of spiritual inheritance. Could have been from some sort of mother figure, grandmother figure, and it feels like a grandmother figure with this laughter heals all. Tell me more about this. Like, I'm seeing this. You were supposed to be able to move on to calmer waters, but instead, somehow, they've had you... stuck here in this wet, soggy, boggy place, like basically like trapping you somehow, like on this island, just waiting for the tide to come in. Like it's like the Queen of Wands has been waiting for you to kick the bucket. You know, somebody. I don't know if this Hermit's a private eye, but somebody's exposing this Queen of Wands for putting your life in some sort of imbalance. Maybe withholding some sort of either physical or spiritual inheritance. This could be anything from money to a property to psychic gifts. Something that runs in your family, and you know, you may or may not know about it because it feels like if this isn't like an aunt of yours, or some sort of family member, like you're not close. You were close with this crossed over loved one, but it doesn't seem like you were close with this auntie here. But they want to apologize. And it looks like somebody else wants to like oppose them though. They're like, no, don't do that. And like, yeah, we're gonna have to make this right. And he's like, no, this is mine. Don't make it right. I'm going to take this and travel the world and eat and drink and get fat and sassy. And this Queen of Wands is like, nah, I think, I've been heavily burdened here. This is the rightful owner. There will be no victory continuing with this illusion. My higher consciousness is telling me that working with this group, working with you guys, and leaving this Queen of Pentacles out in the cold was a bad move. Something to do with a Queen of Swords, a King of Wands, and a King of Pentacles. So it looks like there's lots of people involved in creating a Five of Swords. Looks like they all got together to maybe up to 5 people here to turn you into this guy. And this guy's just looking like, oh, maybe I should help, but probably not. And they were pretty happy about Ten of Swordsing your butt. But the law or lawyer, somebody along the way, some sort of government is like, yeah, you need to make this right, or we'll see you in court. So whatever was hidden, whatever they were controlling, whatever they were keeping you bound to, has been called judgment on. Somebody here has been experiencing a tower. Who or what is this tower for, actually? Got a no deck here. Yeah. Whoever this hermit is could be that lawyer or, it could be, like I said, the government, the tax man, the IRS. They looked into something. They saw this Leo. I feel like this could be a Leo. Could be an Aries or a Sagittarius, but it's coming out quite Leo-like. Their finances are imbalanced. Like, where'd they get all this money from? There's, they need to pay this back. They need to do what they're supposed to do. Maybe give it to somebody that's been out in the cold financially, somebody who's actually really been struggling since this was maybe taken for them, hidden from them, and now, there's clarity. The Queen of Swords, she's clear-minded, right? She's got clarity. She is pointing her sword in the right direction. She's like, I see you. She, you may have even cut these people off in the past for other things. And when I say other things, I automatically came right back to this dignified strength. And we were talking about your home, your foundation, and somebody trying to get in the way of that with slander. Or trying to affect it in some way. Queen of Wands is a magical creature, so, this could be somebody that does use spell work. She's got her little black cat there. I have a little black cat, but I don't mess with spell work because I don't think you should. I think you made a really good plan before you incarnated here. Who's this tower for? What's this tower? Tell me about this tower, Bird. It's coming in. It could go a couple of ways. And it also is kind of looking like this tower will be good for one person. This guy's got the world in his hand, and somebody else will be left behind. Somebody sees this coming too. So this could be you, this could be them, this could be the both of you. Somebody had a choice to make about what path they're going to take. That also could be you or them. With this Two of Pentacles here, somebody is still kind of like going back and forth on what it is that they should do. But whatever, somebody's running out of time because, you know, when the lightning strikes, whoever these people are, like this could be the Queen of Wands and her partner, you know, they're getting kicked out of their ivory tower. Here's the thing. It doesn't seem to me like this, when it came to this inheritance, this was the angel's decision. Whether that be your ancestors on the other side, or the, you know, someone in your family that's recently passed away, whether it be your mom or grandma. It does look like it may be a female figure. It could be more than one person. It also could be with the number 2 there. Yeah, it could be a couple of people. I had another thought there that just flew out my mind. Now, again, it could be a mother or grandmother figure with, also it could be a Taurus grandmother figure. You know what? This is a Taurus grandmother figure. There's actually no other way to go about this. She wants you to trust, though, that to stay calm throughout the chaos. This tower may be causing some upheaval for you, but certainly this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, you know, if she's not living right, she could be pretty manipulative. And somebody who is known to play with energy work, right? I mean, it looks like she's... Yeah, I don't know. Like there's a kid here, and it looks like, I know they're both Leos. Maybe she thought, you know, like maybe this Queen of Wands is like the eldest in the family, and thought that automatically the gift goes to her, being the eldest. And next thing you know, it was given to like the youngest grandchild or something like that. Or maybe somebody feels like it should be given to the youngest grandchild. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, being that it's a general read. Tell me more about this tower and this 2 of Wands, please, Bird. Something's got to be made right. Somebody's got to give it up. Somebody has something that they shouldn't. Judgment's being called on this devil. Okay? The Chariot was under the devil. We're taking our power back here. Can you guys see that? You can see. You can kind of see it. Yeah. Tell me about this cow. I'm going to move this over a bit, guys. Tell me about this cow. What is this? Who is the cow? What does this cow want for you? Maybe you're this cow. But it really does feel like you have a grandmother that's possibly... Ooh, somebody stole from the loving, nurturing mother figure. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, this person knew exactly what they were going for. So, whatever this was hidden from everybody, but somebody knew about it. And they were able to go in and kind of like just do a little swoop-de-doo, and nobody was going to know anything of the sort. And I do actually remember saying when flipping those other cards, it's like somebody wasn't expecting you to like run into somebody or find out about something, or like you weren't supposed to have this information, and all of a sudden it was like there's like some realization. Like, look at her face. She's like, oh no, is somebody here? Like, does somebody, like, she's looking back. She heard a noise. Something's, maybe even caught her, right? And it's just not something that was. Look at this. So this Leo, this. Again, as soon as I said Leo, I went over to Dignified Strength, and the Strength card is also Leo. So this is I believe, you have like some sort of Taurus grandmother. You got a Auntie Leo here, who's wanted some independent wealth. She wanted to live like this lady, like be the talk of the town, look super fruitful. Look at me, look what I could do. I'm the most successful out of everybody in the family. Maybe there's like 9 people she's competing with. I'm the special one. I'm the sun. Here we have the sun again. Well, Leo's exposed, right? Who stole the who did the 7 of Swords? Who did this thievery here? You already know the truth. You already know who this is. It's funny because this one says clarity and this one says maybe you don't want to see it. But here, with the 2 of Swords and the blindfold on her eyes, she does remind me of Lady Justice. You may not have seen it with your own eyes, but like the Lady Justice in the Libra Justice card, she intuits. She doesn't need to see things with her eyes. She can feel everything. That's why she's surrounded here by water. She very much is a logical person. But this one, she uses both head and heart. Something will, if not already, be made clear. And then I'm also noticing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the actual person that did the actual thieving could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it's also giving feminine energy as well. So this could be like, tell me who this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is. Swords, swords, swords. There's a lot of swords coming at you. A lot of swords. Tower. Again. So we have the 5 of Pentacles here. This lady's been left out in the cold with her baby. She's got no place to go. And it seems like she's going to have her control back. Or even, because this is Cancer cards, maybe a Cancer, which represents family. Again, family, foundation. So this is, we are dealing with family. This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this Leo, Queen of Wands here. This could be anything from a mother figure to an auntie. It's people in your family. It's definitely people closely related to you. But it looks like they did leave you out in the cold. Some sort of control was either taking over by family or you're getting your control back from family. You've healed, rested, and recovered, or they want to see you like this. But I really feel like this is more you. What you've done so far is weather the storm. Resting, relaxing. She's got the love of her life. Her little ones here in the picture above her, which isn't, she knows at least that they're safe and with her. And that's really all that matters. She's being grateful for the things she does have rather than the other people that were close to her that, obviously were not, right? Because something's being right. So, these women in your family weren't fair to you. Whatever was hidden is coming to light about this lover, possibly about this group they may have sent towards you. Could be with the King of Swords trying to pull some MK Ultra mind control stuff and noticing that butterfly there. They could have been sending in people to create towers in your life to make sure that, you know, if they can keep you off balance for long enough to the point where, I don't know, maybe you don't make it through, maybe they would have been able to keep this. You know, the women in this family could have been willing to do anything to keep this. They think they're some sort of leader when they're really showing up like this. They're a terrible leader. They don't lead by example. They don't do the moral, upright thing. And now they're in the Nine of Swords. Now they've got hanging their head in their hands. I think one of the worst things for these people is the thought of you having some sort of power and control in the family. It's going to change the power dynamic is the problem. I don't even think it's about the money. I think it's about who has power in the family. And hilariously, you're not even like that. You just want everybody to be happy. Like if these people say you know, you ended up getting this at the time you were supposed to, this Ten of Pentacles. If you got this right away and people needed help or they needed money or they needed, you know, something, you're the type of person like you would have in a second helped. Right? Like if you're not cut from the same cloth as these people, turns out. Maybe you were like your you know, maybe you were like your sweet grandma, right? Maybe these people were just, they didn't come from the same. Maybe your grand tried to instill all these morals and ethics in these people, but when it came down to it, when it came down to finances, that all went out the door. You know, you can try to lead a horse to water, but it looks like they really did send somebody to come after you. This whole group saw what was going on. They were like, here, take her. Take her. Tell me about this tower bird. Coming in for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and possibly Leo. What kind of tower is this? Like, tell me about this tower. Man, I mean, this shit's on fire. This is really, I mean, whoever falls from up here from their high horse, they're not going to make it. I don't think they're going to be able to survive. They probably threw you right off of here. And somehow you survived. You know, you landed in this nice, soft, cushy grass because you got your... If you think somebody tried to actually take you out at one point, they did. They did. You're right. They did. This is your confirmation. If you think they tried to do it, they did. They tried to do it, and they tried to do it either for this spiritual gift or this actual finances. They wanted this independent wealth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's all coming back to you. This is yours, and this is what is meant for you. It landed right there. You're going to be able to manifest your dreams. Hang in there. Laughter heals all. If you can't, if you're going to cry about it, you might as well laugh about it. Like I said, go grab that whoopee. Go grab your stuffy, your squishy, your cat maybe. And we're going to transform, just like Percy over there. If you guys were wondering, I don't know if you've watched my other videos, but my snake's recently been in shed. And today, she's out of shed, and we're thawing a nice nice fat wrap for her to eat. Today is a good day. So she might be a little bit sensitive. You might be feeling a little bit sensitive when this news comes out. You know, the truth may hurt before it heals, but either way, come hang out with me. Hang out with me. Watch my videos. And hopefully I'll make you feel sunny and happy and forget about all your problems until this storm blows over. Remember, feelings are like clouds. They are guaranteed to pass. And with all that being said, I love you guys and hope to see you again. Peace.